I can just have you like, I might have to go back. If I can just have you tell me like your first and your last name.
I'm Tiffany McGee.
And spell that for me. And if you could move your drink out of the way just a little bit. Perfect.
Right there?
Yeah.
MCGEE.
And so kind of just like walk me through what happened.
Okay. On Thursday at about 4:30 in the afternoon, my oldest called me. I was on my way home from dropping my other daughter off at dance. And she called me screaming. They were both at home, my oldest and my 8-year-old. She was screaming, saying our dog was attacked. And I was like, calm down, what's going on? And she said she was attacked by another dog. And I said, what do you mean she was attacked by another dog? Like, she's in our yard, she's at home, you guys didn't take her outside. And she was like, a dog stuck its snout through our view fence and snatched her and started pulling her through the view fence. And so my daughter said that by the time these other people's dog let go of our dog, because our dog she wasn't barking, she was just jumping to see who was back by our view fence. And she jumped, and right then the dog stuck its snout through our fence and grabbed her, and it had half her body pulled through the fence. And my daughter was yelling, and the other kids on the other side of the fence were just yelling. And finally the dog let go, and she grabbed our dog. She had to pull her back through the view fence. She sat her down real quick, ran and grabbed the phone to call me. And I said, okay, get some towels. My other daughter ran and got the neighbors, and my neighbors took my girls and the dog up to the vet. And when we got there, her face was torn off from like under her eye all the way over, and it was just hanging. So her nose, all her teeth were missing. You could see her jaw. And she was just had the saddest look, like, help me.
Yeah.
And so we went to the vet, and they said we can't help her, you need to take her to another vet. So we took her there, and she has a broke jaw. Her nasal cavity is all messed up.
So the other side of that fence, was it like a wash or a common area, or
Yes.
is it someone's house?
No, it's a retention basin.
So somebody's dog got out, obviously.
Well, they
Or
had
did
the
you-
dog. Well, they had the dog on the leash, and they were walking the dog right up by our fences. And that wash is really big, and people walk dogs back there all the time, but people don't walk by the fence. And so why they were that close to my fence, I have no clue.
So animal control is now investigating?
Yeah,
the
they're
Pinal County?
investigating, looking into it. They've walked the wash, trying to see if they can spot the dog, or my kids know what the kids look like, know what the dog looks like, and they haven't been. We've had one lead about it, but that's coming up kind of still.
What do you want to say to the owners of this dog that did this in terms of just what they need to do and what it means for you guys?
I want them to come forward and take responsibility for it, because they hurt a member of our family. And it scares me that if that dog does it again to another dog, or it could hurt a kid. If my daughter would have reached her arm through that fence trying to help our dog, that dog could have attacked her as well. Our dog's a member of our family. I want them to be responsible. I want the dog to be taken care of properly in the right way. I want them to know what happened, that their dog's not being safe, if it needs to be muzzled when it walks, something to that effect.